So we've seen this year a downturn in the solar industry. It's been really hard on a lot of companies.
Yeah.
How have you seen companies communicate that to their staff that we've got a downturn, but we've got a plan. Here's what we're seeing, but here's what we're doing. And companies that have not done that well, that have been too late to the game, what have you observed as working and not working in a downturn here in terms of HR and communication?
Yeah. To me, from a communication standpoint, and this is to me almost a universal truth, whether it's in situations like this or not, is in the absence of information, employees are going to make it themselves. And to me, it's something that you would much rather be in front of the message and making sure they're hearing the message that's aligned with what you want them to hear than it is them creating their own story. Because I promise you, the story that they're going to be coming up with is not the right one, and is going to create issues for you. And so to me, getting ahead, being honest, right? Employees also at the same time are going to they're not stupid, right? They're going to smell if you're not being open and authentic with them. Making sure that what message you're delivering is also aligned with your actions, right? So, if a company is sitting there and they're getting ready to lay off 20% of their workforce, and that weekend, right, they're laying people off on a Thursday, and Friday they've got a huge company event, right? That's a misalignment. That's not going to sit well. And so making sure that, our words and our actions are also aligned with, are aligned with each other, right? And that there's a match there. Being honest, letting them know, especially what can they do, right? And please, you know, for their own purposes as well, right? They don't want to see the business not be successful, right? Some of that's just survival, right? Is they don't want to lose their jobs, but they most employees do have an invested interest in their company and their coworkers, and they've got relationships that they've developed. So being sure to take that moment to explain to them what can they do, how can they contribute, what is it you're looking for, right? Ask them for ideas, right? Especially to me, this is one of the biggest benefits, and I see big businesses don't leverage this the same way. Is ask them. They're on the front lines. They may have ideas on how you can do something better, how you can do something more efficiently, how you can approach something differently. But sometimes employees don't feel comfortable sharing that, or they share it with the wrong people, right? That it's not getting up to the decision makers with inside the organization. So make sure you're leveraging that, right? And seeing if they have ideas and suggestions from that standpoint.